What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with some EmergeNYC, and we have a massive new game-changing update once again. And I say once again because the last update was a massive performance one. It didn't really change the game so much, but it made it playable. So yeah, this one's actually pretty game-changing though. This one actually changes up the game quite a bit, and it adds in essentially the RTS mode. I don't know if that's what you would officially call it. It's AI, RTS, whatever. It's the ability to send in firefighters controlled by the AI to do the stuff you want them to do. And yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Now, I will say I still want to see a UI update. I don't remember if I ever ended up making a video. I started a video. I think I ended up never finishing it for some reason. But I do hope that they will add in the some changes to the UI just to make it a little bit more efficient and make it so you're less likely to like click off screen and stuff like that. Now we do get some minor frame drops here. By minor, I mean we're losing about 20 to 30 FPS depending on where we're going. Just load into the map and everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna force a call, and we'll talk about some of these updates and show them off here. So we've got a commercial structure fire. It's first alarm engine 234 and ladder 123 have been dispatched, which are the two we have spawned in. We also have Battalion Chief 38, so he should be heading out too automatically. So the way this works is basically if you get a call, you have options here in the upper left corner with AI settings, and you can have them auto respond out to emergencies and spawn the AI in with vehicles and stuff too. So you can see all three of our units here at the station have lit up their lights. Two of them have left already. The battalion chief and his driver are heading out now, or at least trying to. Driving's been generally improved with the AI. It's not perfect. We are getting some pretty big frame drops here, I noticed. Now, one thing I did see is specifically with, it seems, ladder 111, it was dropping down to like 4 FPS or something. This is, I mean, this is still dropping down to like 9 or 10, but that one was actually like locking up. It was saying 4. It was probably actually even going lower than that. So here's our structure fire. And our ladder company, or truck company, I should say, ladder company, is on scene. So let's see if we can, I'm not sure if we can get this angle here, but let's try to get him right there. And so we can either drag to select and tell our units to move like this, or if we have the vehicle selected up at the top here, there's a selection for each individual person in the crew. So we've got our irons, our OV, driver, roof, can, and officer. If we have the officer selected, for instance, we can call in backup, but since we've already got a couple units, and for the sake of performance, which is already kind of dropping because of the size of this particular structure, we're going to just keep this as is. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to get a roof. We're going to press 4. We're going to get 2 guys instead of 1 here, it seems. Hopefully, well, one of those guys is our officer, but that's fine. We got a battalion chief, so he's technically supposed to be the one in command anyways. So we can tell these guys to head up the ladder by clicking near the base of the ladder. And we get a little ladder icon that shows them climbing the ladder. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Looks like there's already some collapse going on the roof, which is interesting. We're going to don CBA for both of these guys. There you go. Perfect. Now, they should be able to conduct a primary search if there's a victim, which I'm not seeing the option for that at the moment. They do have their SCBA on, so they should be getting the option for it. There might just not be anybody for them to search for, I guess, potentially. Hmm. So they got off the ladder, but they don't seem to be able to actually get off the ledge here. We might have firefighters trapped on the roof. That could be potentially an issue. Let's go ahead. Let's move you up over here. Where's our battalion chief? Oh, there he is. So we're going to rapid deploy these guys, and we're going to have them hop out of their vehicle. We're going to empty vehicle. They're not rapid deploying for some reason. Okay, well, let's do this. Will you guys get out at all? Interesting. Maybe if I tell them to move up forward a little bit further, maybe they'll exit. I don't know. They seem to be stuck. I can't take direct control. Well, let's send a unit home. And they're moving again, so maybe now if we select here, they'll drive back around and we can try to actually deploy them. So we gotta figure out what we're doing for these two guys here. So let's go ahead. Let's click place ladder. Let's move the ladder over to them, so we'll have that shift over here, so that maybe that way they can just hop onto the ladder. We've got a couple of guys inside. I forget, it was like our officer and somebody else went inside. So let's see. There we go. Maybe potentially what we'll be able to do, I'm not sure with this ledge. Some of these ledges are kind of goofy. I've noticed that there's a pathfinding issue with them on a couple of the other ledges, but maybe what we'll be able to do is move it up over here instead, and possibly because this is a little bit lower than this ledge, they'll be able to step down off of that, I guess. I'm hoping that's the case at least. Or maybe even if we do that and just do it a little bit up over the ledge, too, that would work better. And that is not number 6. There we go. So if we go to the officer, oh, that is the officer, apparently. I thought, I thought we had sent the officer inside to break stuff up. Apparently we had not. So it's 3 we had sent inside. Okay, so yeah, if we click here, we can go directly to the guy, and he's kind of looking around for anything he can break. So he's got his Haligans, and he's trying to break open the roof with the Haligan, which I guess he seems to be doing, so good for him. I'm not sure how he's doing that, but you know what? Let's not question it. Trying to remember if there was a key. Oh, there. To disable the HUD. Yeah, so okay, so we got these guys up here. Let's see if that is good enough for them to go forwards. It doesn't seem to be, does it? That ladder did not go where I was hoping it would either. Well, what we can do, and I didn't really want to take control of these guys. I wanted to do this ideally all in the RTS mode, but we'll just take direct control of them. Oh my gosh, that fire's spreading quite a bit up there. Oh. Alright, so with this done, what we can do now is we can take this guy and we can have him take his K-12 and we can start cutting some holes in the roof. And 234 there. Yeah. We really need you guys to actually deploy this time or do something. We at least got out of the engine? No? Now, this is the new one. I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe there's no AI on this particular one. No, there's AI. They're in there. I don't know what's going on with that one. Let's try regular 234 and see if they will come out and get set up, because we need somebody to extinguish this fire and we don't have the firefighting capability currently. Let's have these guys, if we can, get off the roof, which we might not be able to with that current ladder placement. So it's not presenting me the option. What we'll probably need to do again is take control. Oh. Now they downed SCBA, but his pack seems to be gone. So is the officers, which is interesting. I was like filling around with it. I think I might have bugged that out. Okay. So 234 has arrived on scene. let's see if we can actually get them to rapid deploy. There we go. Yeah, the other guys, the 234 new wouldn't even leave the truck, and I'm guessing that's potentially an issue with that truck itself. Maybe it hasn't been coded to work with the AI or something. I'm not sure how that system's set up, but that's the only thing I could maybe think of offhand. So let's take a look here. So we can click on this and tell him to spray the nearest fire. And in theory, he should just go do that. I'm not sure how long it normally will take him to hunt that down. So we might need to potentially even send him up closer. This is the largest structure fire I've done in the game, so there is some stuff I'm still learning with this system. Unless, yeah, he's got a nozzle. Is it equipped? He's gonna go get another one in case it's not, I guess. So there is some pathfinding issues and stuff where they just, I don't know, they seem to nitpick for whatever reason, and I don't quite know all those situations yet. Or if that's going to be resolved. We're selecting a firefighter, I just want this. So let's see here. On here we've got land spray deck gun. That's the one we wanted. So we'll get our deck gun fighting this, since this is obviously, it's a pretty freaking big fire here. There we go. So, I mean, he's getting around. I mean, he's getting through stuff, but you really kind of baby him in some of these situations here to actually get him up the stairs, which is not the most convenient of things inside like a structure like this, where you're having to like clip through tons and tons of objects to actually accomplish that. But I think once we get him upstairs here, we should be okay to go, probably. It might be, again, one of those situations where you need to take control again. I'm trying to avoid taking control of these guys as much as humanly possible. You are not even the guy I wanted. And, wait, are you? What do you have? It says you're the chief. You can't be the chief, can you? It's gotta be bugged. He does have a, the chief is down here. Okay, yeah, he's got an attack line and everything. So it says he's spraying. I'm wondering if maybe it's just he is spraying and there's so much particle effects it's not showing the hose. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not certain what's going on there. Let's do this. What do you guys got going on here? So you can get relay line, which isn't super useful at the moment. There we go. Let's get the quick attack line going, I guess, and we'll have you use that if we can. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so he's gonna go right in there. This guy's a hard charger. The other guy, I don't know what was going on with him. Click that Don SCBA before he went in there. Yeah, our other firefighter, I don't know where he got off to. Hey, look at this guy. He's just getting right up in there. It's actually the other firefighter. I think is trying to stop him, and he's just not. He's got this quick attack lines. Like he knows what needs to be done. All right. Yeah, I guess this guy's just not fighting the fire for some reason. I don't know why. It's interesting. Yeah, you can see. So here he is actually fighting the fire. If I can get a decent camera. So yeah, I mean they're gonna look kind of derpy sometimes, like he's sitting crouched on top of a bunch of propane tanks or something there, and he's getting that extinguished. But he is getting it extinguished, and yeah, you can see our deck gun's putting in work from the outside here. We are actually slowly but surely getting this fire contained, it seems. At least I think it's getting contained. It might just be burning itself out at this point, going along all these walls and stuff here. But yeah, I mean, it is seemingly getting knocked out, so let's go ahead. Let's have these guys do some stuff here. Have him go grab an axe, too. Let's have them start breaking the walls down and stuff, and hopefully that makes it, that much easier for our guys on the inside to knock out this fire. Do have the roof cut open. It doesn't look like the guy at the hook actually broke these, so I'm not sure. Oh, was there a staircase up here? I just I just noticed that. Could I actually access it? Well, I guess there's a ladder. I'm not sure if that ladder's functional or not, but that's fine. What I should have done too, and I didn't even think about this too much, is I probably should have set up another point of egress here. So we could grab this 35-foot extension ladder here. Maybe we could not have. How about you? You feel like grabbing a 35-foot extension ladder? There we go. He's going to go ahead and run through that RV too. So we've got our 35-foot extension ladder. And then we can do this. And then using the plus or minus on the keyboard, on the main keyboard, not the numpad, you can take the ladder, you can move it around, you can rotate it using the scroll wheel, and then plus and minus will extend it or lower it. So we could, do this. It's not going to be tall enough to reach up to that top, though, so what we'll do is we'll just put that here and... Yeah, I think I bugged it. Now, that seems to be a bug I've noticed. I haven't really confirmed it until just now, so I shouldn't say I've noticed, but if this guy's too close to where you place the ladder, he seems to get kind of bugged out. This is the second time I've seen that happen, so I'm guessing that's what it is. Because normally, if you're over somewhere further out and they place the ladder down, it places it perfectly fine. So if I do this, it seems he's moved away, so we can probably do it now. We can place this down. Yeah, there you go. So he walks over there, it extends up, and he puts it down. It's a little close to the building and everything, but for our purposes here, should be able to climb this. If, again, basically the same way that the ladder on the truck works. You go to the base, and then if you have this emblem, they'll climb up the ladder, and then they'll drop into the building. Of course, I don't think these windows are broken here. Yeah, that ladder was extended a little too far, too. We still getting this thing fought from the inside here? Yeah, he's still in there. Yeah, this guy, I don't know, he's moved up here. I don't genuinely know if this guy's fighting the fire or not. He seems to be moving around. He's acting like he's trying to engage the fire. He's leans down for a second there, or kneels, I should say, but that is what they do to fight the fire, but then he bugs out and stands up. I guess for some reason he might not be able to fight it, but the line looks charged. Yeah, it looks charged down here too. I don't think that's a bug. Yeah, the line seems to be charged. Obviously, the deck gun and the quick attack line are working. I don't see any reason that his attack line shouldn't be working. It's getting supplied water. It seems to be charged. He's got another firefighter with him. It does send out the other AI on the full attack line, which is cool too. I like that the other AI will follow him around, which, you know, you need the AI to move or whatever. Ah, there we go. Now, yeah, now he's spraying. Now that like half the fire's gone because of the guy in the quick attack line and the deck gun. But yeah, you can see now we've got this guy here fighting the fire and everything. And he's kind of going through and breaking stuff with him as he helps. But let's take this guy. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything we can really do. There's not... There's a return all hoses, which we don't want to do. Yeah, you can drop tools, and you can basically do everything that, you know, you as a player would be able to do. Which is great. I love it. Let's have it out for a second. I've screwed something up. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's have him get rid of that. We've got this more or less knocked out. And what sort of equipment do you have? This just says return equipment. Not sure what he had all on him. So there is still some fire that these guys are dealing with. Got the backup. What happened to that guy with the hook that was in there? Look at all these guys here. I just realized none of the guys actually have a pike. So maybe that'll help him if I send this guy up with a pike here. Yeah, all the fires just that's left is in that corner, but it might be that they're having a hard time accessing it. And he's bugged out because that ladder reappeared in his hands. It's interesting. Yeah, some of the bugs with this are pretty interesting, but for the most part, I mean, I have encountered some pretty bad bugs in terms of gameplay with like the frame drops, like I mentioned earlier with 111. Obviously, what happened with 234 initially getting on scene and not be able to deploy with the new engine, that's pretty bad. But for the most part, I really haven't encountered too many terrible bugs with this. I actually think, too, and I kind of mentioned the UI being a little bit of an issue earlier. I think, though, that with this, the UI is much better suited to this RTS mode. Now, it does almost feel like to me they may have changed first person a little bit and made first person a little bit more bearable, too. I'm not really certain, though, but it just felt different when I was playing it. Maybe it's just because I haven't played EmergeNYC in a pretty good while here. But that, yeah, I don't know, the movement and everything just felt different. Yep. Well, yeah, that's a bad bug. Yeah, this is the first person camera now, and I think it's been changed. Yeah, I don't know. It feels a lot different. Like the helmet's not in your way as much, which he is. I mean, he is wearing the helmet. And I think that might be part of it. But it seems like it moves different. It's locked to the character differently. So I'm not certain if we were get down on like our knees and everything. I mean, you still have that shifting and movement, but yeah, this feels a lot better. I still think the UI is still clunky, and could be improved a lot, but yeah, that's definitely a big thing too, is just how the player moves and interacts with the environment. That's always kind of made this a little bit more difficult to actually play this and utilize that stuff. We might need to just call this here. Actually, what we could probably do, since this guy now feels so inclined to fight the fire. Oh, that was funny. Just the way he's like sliding away. Hopefully they'll be able to get down the stairs and everything okay of their own accord and get out here. But oh yeah, he's already going up there. He's like, okay, well now that I'm actually fighting this fire, he's like, I'm ready to go. That's interesting. He is now underground too, I think. Alright guys, well, you know what, I think we're gonna have to call that there. I mean, we could definitely get this extinguished with enough time and energy here. It seems like we'd probably need to take a little bit more direct control. The AI definitely not perfect by any means. They're still struggling a bit. Most of this fire that remains seems to be on the roof, so what we'd probably want to do is get Tower Ladder 111, which, again, is pretty buggy, and I don't really want to do that because it's going to tank the FPS, or at least it was yesterday. But the get that up there and then get that going with you know, a water supply to put that out. It looks like our driver was the guy at the hose that I took control of, and he has... Oh, actually, interesting. That's the quick attack line guy. Is that the guy that we just sent to Oblivion? I don't know. Maybe that was who he sent. Yeah, oh yeah, the other guy's up there still attacking. So yeah, this was the guy we took control of. I thought it was the other guy. I didn't realize that. So yeah, you can do this. And he's supposed to be able to revive this guy, and then this guy will go back up. But it's not doing that. It might be bugged out. I might still think he's like underground or something silly. So, I mean, yeah, there's definitely, I mean, there's reasons when the stuff is all working that you'd want to, if you're on like a big fire like this, you want to probably have your actual like different teams when you're managing this stuff. So, you know, you have your guys who are going to be doing your cutting and your primary search and stuff, and you know, breaking all the walls down and everything and windows and stuff like that, and then have your interior attack team and have a couple of guys at least doing that. You need at least the two guys so that they can move around with the hose efficiently, but also have maybe even, you know, additional teams like a RIT team or something on standby with, you know, medical bags or whatever else you might need to extract downed firefighters. Because, yeah, I mean, these guys can get hurt by the fire and stuff too. Although it usually seems they're more likely to get killed by falling off of a building, so. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that is the new update, so let me know what you guys think of this AI update here. Is this something that you guys are into? Do you guys think it needs a lot of work still, a lot of tweaking and refinement? Do you think this is a game-changing update for EmergeNYC? I think it is. I think with some polish and stuff, this is a big update. This is something that was kind of promised with EmergeNYC back when it was first announced, and it's been a long time coming that we haven't, you know, we've been waiting for this, and it's finally here. So, you know, we're another step closer to what would be, in my mind, a full game for EmergeNYC, and allow it to, you know, not be just like an early access work in progress title. Again, I think that the obviously the bugs need to be fixed, but also the UI. Again, I still think that's clunky, and I think that could be improved upon and iterated upon, and changes made there so that they can make it a little bit more enjoyable to work with the UI. You don't have your like cursor accidentally clicking off screen or stuff like that sometimes, which they actually. I'm looking at this and it seems to not be wandering, so they might have actually fixed that too. I haven't spent a lot of time on foot, obviously, since this update came out, so I need to test it a little bit more. But I think that the UI, the radial menu and everything could be more efficient and designed a little bit smarter with higher priority stuff shifted around and put on there, because the radial menu can get kind of busy. They need probably a little bit more in the way of like submenus and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. I'll see you all in the next one.